Hello everyone, this is Shivani Singh from Sanskar Global School. We are here to discuss the theme 6 or the chapter 6 of history, that is the three orders. Now we will have a glimpse of the chapter. There were some socio-economic causes and some political changes when Western Europe was divided into the three orders, which were basically the Christian priests and the land-owning nobles, the peasants. These were the clergy, and these were the nobility, and these were the third estate. Now we are going to see all the three orders in detail. The first one is the first order, the clergy, basically the priest. The Catholic Church was there, and Europe was guided by bishops and the clerics. Bishops are basically the religion heads. Pope lived in the Rome, and right now Pope is living in Vatican City. Women could not become the priest. The second order included the nobles. They were having the vassals, who were the holders of land, and they enjoyed a privileged status and absolute control over property they were having, and they could raise the troops. The third order included the peasants. The free peasants were also there, and the slaves or the serfs were also there. Serfs were supposed to cultivate the plot of land, but these belonged to the lord. Now here one question arises, what is the meaning of manorial estate? So there were very small units in the estate. Estate means class. They were called as manors, and these were known as the manorial estates. The manors or the house or the castle of the estate, they were situated alongside of the church, and with the king's property they were somewhat associated. Now we will see the clergy in detail. Church was very powerful and very influential. The Pope was head of the Catholic Church, and he lived in Rome. Bishops were religious nobility, and church played a very major role in influencing the medieval European society. They also collected a tax which was known as tithe, a tax from the peasants. There were some Christians who also chose to live in isolation. They lived in the abbeys. Abbey is a Syriac word which means Abba, that means father, and abbey was governed by an abbot or an abbess, that means by a lady or a gents. Now we will discuss about the nobility. The word feudalism, what does the word feudalism means? It came from the word feud, which means the piece of land, and feudalism was a division of society that initially developed in the medieval France, then in England, and then in the southern part of the Italy. Nobility was privileged and it controlled over the land. They also raised some troops which were known as the feudal levies. The King of France was linked with his people. I have already told you about the vassals, who were the holders of the lands. King was accepted as signer. Signer means lord. There were cavalry and peasant soldiers also, who were known as the knights. Now we will see about the peasantry. Peasants and serfs. Serfs means the slaves. There were two kinds of cultivator in the medieval Europe. The free peasants labored for cultivating the lord's field to provide labor rent. They paid a direct tax which was known as taille to the king. The European monarchs were also known as the new monarchs. Now we will see about the parliament. Parliament was divided into the House of Lords and the House of the Commons. Lords, you understand, the higher class people, and the Commons were the basic common peoples. English monarch, one example is given. Charles I was there, who ruled England from 1629 till 1640 without calling the parliament. That means he did not find any need of calling the parliament at that time. What were the factors that were affecting the social and economic relation? They were the environment, the land use, the new agricultural technologies, and the urbanization. Now we will see about the cathedrals or the towns. There were very large churches in the 20th century. They were known as the cathedrals in France. They belonged to the missionaries, and cathedrals were built on stones, and the area around the cathedrals became populated as they became centers of pilgrimage. People used to come there, and their glasses were stained, which were used for the windows of the cathedral. And two more well-known monasteries were there who were established by Saint Benedict in Italy. Now we will see about the crisis of the 14th century. What happened in the North Europe? There were very warm summers of previous 300 years, but now they faced a bitterly cold environment which was not favorable. Trade was hit by severe shortage of metal, and because there was a shortfall in output of the silver mines, this forced government to reduce the prices of the silver. And there were ships which came from the distant countries, from the abroad. What did the ship contain? The ship contained the rats which were carrying the bubonic plague, a kind of pandemic, we can say, infection, and that was also known as the Black Death. Now we will see about the political changes. In 15th to 16th century, European kings strengthened their financial power and the military power also. Now the new monarch, who was Louis XI of France, Maximilian of Austria, and Henry VII of England, were absolutist rulers. They did not find anything in the favor of the public interest. They started the standing armies, walking on the foot. Decline of feudalism was seen, and lordship was seen in 16th century that paved the way for the rise of nation state in the Europe. French, German, Russian Revolution took place in the following years. The revolutions inspired the people across the world for equality and liberty. In India also, Raja Ram Mohan Roy got inspired by this, and rise of fourth order was there. Till now we have seen about the three orders. Now we will see about the fourth order. The fourth order, the new town of the townspeople. It was the expansion of agriculture, and it was strengthened in some areas. Population was there, trade was there, towns were there. The Roman Empire towns, they become deserted. That means people were not living there and ruined after its fall. After 11th century, agriculture started and towns began to grow again that were deserted once. Towns offered the prospect of paid work and freedom from the lords and control for young people. The bigger town had population of about 30,000. They could be said to have the form new fourth order. Thank you.